Of next day, Whitney sending text message to Kevin, him responding, or, the kind of stuff like between me and people in your life. It is insanely cross-collaborated than it is a plan. I'm going to put makeup on myself and take pictures throughout years and just sit on it for years. While having this imaginary life run parallel to it. Do you understand that the pictures I have match with text messages to my mom back and forth about it, and text messages between, say, Raquel and my mom, or Raquel and my dad, or, between my two.
Amber's new sinister plan to frame Johnny Depp in 2022 has just been leaked. Amber is no stranger to plotting menacing plans against her ex-husband Johnny Depp, but her latest plan is so evil that it makes the rest of her schemes look like small pranks in comparison. After being shunned by the world and getting bankrupt, Amber is so desperate that she's working her way towards seducing Johnny into marrying her again, so she can have her life full of luxuries back. But how did she plan to make all of this work? What is her endgame? Keep on watching to find out. A Twitter user recently posted a piece of explosive news on the platform, sending us all into shock. They wrote, "Wow, back in 2015, Amber, the B-list, mostly movie actress, wanted power of attorney over Johnny Depp, and it would be easier if they were married." The user also shared critical information to corroborate their claims. Amber's plotting and planning have been going on since 2015, when, according to the blind item reveal, she made a move with her attorneys to have Depp sign over the power of attorney to her, giving her control over all his assets after she marries him. Thankfully, Depp did not agree to this, but this does not mean that Amber won't try pulling something like this off again. Given how broke and isolated she is, her last option at redemption remains Johnny Depp. Trapping him in her seductive arms again would be her priority right now, and getting him to sign over his assets to her would be the second phase of the plan. But there were other reveals in the same tweet, which means there are other ways in which Amber can frame Depp too. In another twisted revelation, it was brought to the world's attention that Amber was the reason Johnny could not get sober again. She actively worked to ensure that he continued with his drug and alcohol abuse, even enabling and encouraging him along the way so she could have complete control over him and could later paint herself as the victim when she eventually makes him the scapegoat, as she did during this trial. Johnny himself admitted to this when he said,
"Odd that in support of me not drinking, that she might stop drinking. But she did not. She continued. And I didn't make a big deal about it. In fact, I would open her wine, I would pour her a glass, and that went on for many, many months, in my sobriety. Like I said,
The final reveal took us all the way back to 2012, when during courting Depp, Amber showed signs of her twisted behavior when she cheated on Depp with an 18-year-old college student who worked as a waitress at the restaurant Amber frequented during the shooting of her film. This not only sheds light on Amber's inborn nature of infidelity, but also shows that she never had any love or regard for Depp in the first place, and that the marriage was transactional for her from the beginning. This ugly truth was revealed during the recently concluded trial when Johnny's finance manager told us that.
So at that point, she was demanding $14,250,000 of consideration. And then it got worse. The next demand was that all of this consideration be paid to her free of taxation. And counselor, for him to pay $14,250,000 to Miss Heard, that would require him to earn approximately $30 million.
This is why it might not be too shocking if we slowly see Amber turn sweet with Depp and lure him in with her looks and words. But once she has what she wants, which is Depp's money, she will do what she did before: lie to the world, frame him as an abuser, assaulter, and rapist, and leave him all on his own while she enjoys his wealth and status. She always thought she could get away with it since nobody would believe Depp.
Amber, I lost a fucking finger, man. Come on. I had a fucking A jar of mineral spirits thrown at my nose.
You can please tell people that it was a fair fight and see what the jury and judge think. Tell the world, Johnny. Tell them, Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp, man, I'm a victim too of domestic violence, and
yes.
it's a fair fight. And see how many people believe or side with you.
But what did the netizens have to say regarding all of this? Let's find out. This particular fan wrote on Twitter, "She had this plan from the beginning. That's what we've been also saying from the start. She's not only a liar and an abuser, she's also a con artist," added another. That's it for this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Goodbye.